Hi everybody, welcome back to Leading Edge in our ongoing treatment of superpowers. My name is Tim Schneider with Aegis Learning, and you know what? I am so fortunate that in my life I have people that are willing to engage in conversations, sometimes critical conversations, about some of the content that we produce. And those conversations are absolutely, positively priceless. Because you know what, they move the needle along on thinking. And today and probably the next two videos as we wrap up this series really do have a lot of those discussions in them. First, if you remember back to the last time we were together, we talked about how to identify your superpowers, and that was wrapped around something you're really good at, something you enjoy or really love doing, and then something that is acknowledged and recognized. And it was kind of challenged to me a little bit that, you know, why do you have to enjoy it? Why do you have to like doing it? So here's where I'm going to carve the dividing line. The dividing line is, if I'm good at something and it is acknowledged by the world as being kind of valuable, maybe even I monetize it a little bit, but I just don't enjoy it. That is a power. When we add my enjoyment or my satisfaction to it, then it becomes a superpower. Then you have all of those elements. So again, you know, and I use that reference of about me painting the trim in the house. You know what? I'm good at it. It's valued by others. I just don't like it. But you know what? It's a power. It is a power that I have. But it's not a superpower because I don't enjoy it. The other element that came out of some really interesting dialogue was about recognizing your own superpower. You know, I had made reference in this discussion. I said, you know, I really wish I could be more empathetic like you are, more naturally empathetic like you are. And, you know, the dialogue moved a little bit and the person said, well, you know, I really like or I really admire your drive. And in both of those cases, the other person didn't recognize that their empathy was a superpower. I didn't recognize, and you know, it took me a little while to do it, that my drive was really a superpower. And thus the point that we don't often recognize our own superpowers. So sometimes getting a little feedback, you know, sitting down with somebody that's close to you and saying, hey, you know what are my superpowers? What am I good at? What do you appreciate in me? That can really help you identify those superpowers out there. Now, the next time we're together, we're going to talk about, you know, what we can do once we've kind of figured out what our superpowers are, what we can do with them. And that's a really important one. And then there's going to be an element and a segment about comparing our superpowers too. So just as a reminder, you know what? If you have something you're really good at, the world appreciates, that's a power. If you add to it the fact that you really like it and really enjoy it, then it's a superpower. And then the other thing, get a little feedback. You know, listen to the people around you. And because we don't always see and recognize our own superpowers that well. I hope you all have a terrific week. I hope you're all able to use some of your superpowers a little bit. And I look forward to seeing you next time around. Take care, everybody.